Both of our players are in the lobby, and they are ready. So we are going to start this with the countdown, please. Dan, are you ready? I cannot hear you, Dan.
I am not ready. Now I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry.
this is going to be our second match in this best of 3 here with SHiFT, our Protoss player, against Jetricxz, our Zerg. And yes, he's our Zerg here at IvDYogiTime.com.
He's our Zerg. He's our baby.
We're going to see who goes up against Deadpool in the finals here in the next set. So if SHiFT takes this one, he's going to go and advance to finals. If it goes to Jetricxz, then we'll go on to game 3. So spawning here at the top in the green, we have our Protoss player SHiFT. And spawning in the bottom, we have Jetricxz, our pink/purple Zerg player. I don't care, that's pink and purple at the same time.
It actually is pink and purple with the creep added onto it. You know, it's pink and purple.
It's pink-purple.
It's purple.
Yes,
Wait.
purple.
Wait
That's the combination of pink and purple is purple.
It's purple.
But still.
Pinkler? I don't know. I'm not even going to try it. Start the
Pink
cast
purple.
over.
Yeah, start it over.
Start the cast
Just gonna
over.
keep going again. Give me some donuts.
Give me some donuts. Okay, so we have the, an oddly placed, just in my opinion, oddly placed pylon. I've never done it myself. I'm pretty sure he wants to put the wall in close to the Nexus.
That should be able to reach up here to the ramp so we can start the wall in here. That is a little bit of an odd place for that first pylon, though.
That's all I gotta say. Not that it's bad or anything, just like it's unusual.
And Jetricxz, of course, drone scouting as always.
It's just a very good habit to get in as a Zerg. You might want to know what your opponent is up to early.
A lot of Zergs at this point don't drone scout, and people take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like this drone's gonna get in place so he can try and block the Nexus.
Which is quite funny the way it has transitioned into, like, first it was the Protoss trying to deny and delay the hatcheries, and now that you know the Protoss is going to fast expand himself, if you can get up there and delay his Nexus, it's a great advantage that you can slowly eke out now that he has his hatchery down.
And SHiFT is definitely going Nexus first this time again.
Yeah, definitely. He has the money for it now.
450 minerals. The probe should be going down there pretty quick. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, and the drone moves at just the wrong time, but if he turns around, he can catch this probe and stop that Nexus.
Yeah, he will.
Nah, he won't.
Nope. A little bit.
Unlike the other races, Protoss doesn't have to go to the center to start. He can start at the very edge of where the building will be.
That is correct. I forget that playing Protoss myself.
You actually have to be in front of the probe to try and stop that. Of course, then Forge, then Gateway, so really the same thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a similar build from last game too. Another two-base push.
I don't know, actually. Now that I think about it, that is a very nice place to put the pylon. I like where the Forge gets placed right there next to the ramp.
You can't snipe that and take out the Gateway up here. If he uses that same pylon to power the Cyber Core, you're not going to run the same problem that you do with having the pylon as part of the wall.
Mm-hmm. But what he just did, where he put the cannon, I believe that blocks that off. Is that a wall in right there?
That should be.
So you have to go all the way. So like if there's something like mutas in this game, like his stalkers or something would have to walk all the way around the mineral line just to get like outside the base or something. Those are little things that you just kind of learn over time, playing the game, playing a bunch of games. No, that's not actually a complete wall in, so maybe. Okay. But I don't know, it's a really tiny, there's definitely no way a stalker would fit through there.
Well, still, usually mutas are here at the mineral line, so they'd be back here anyway as they move forward, so it really won't create too much of a hassle anyway, I don't feel. The only thing it might is reinforcing immortals and things like that where they're going to have to walk all the way around the Nexus to go around here. Just adds a little extra travel time that you don't really need. Zerg did go up to 3 hatch as soon as he saw that Nexus first, which is definitely good play, because you know, of course, you're not going to get any pressure. Just like last game, hopefully this time Jetricxz will be prepared for some kind of 2-base all-in.
Well, that immortal push is really scary. Even if you are prepared for it, you can still die to it sometimes.
Oh yeah. If you don't handle it just right.
Who was it that held off Parting's immortal push in GSL? I wanna rewatch that so bad. Because it was so good. Everyone's like, here comes Parting's immortal push, and it looks like he's just gonna die now. And then they're like, oh my god, he held it off. It was insane.
Wait, people don't die to that sometimes? Oh
Oh
my
god, it
god.
doesn't always work.
We just thought it always worked.
Oh, I'm putting up the production tab, and I see that Warp Gate and +1 attack is on the way.
Definitely similar to what we saw last game so far.
Mm-hmm.
But is getting a sentry before.
I was gonna say, he was getting a sentry early before Zealot, before anything else, which is what I like to do, just so the sentry can start gaining.
And we have a Twilight Council coming up.
Okay. So are you thinking possibly a DT?
That would seem right, because you don't really see Blink Stalkers on this map.
Right.
You could be going for quicker charge lots, but with as many gases as he took as early as he did, and the sentry being the first thing out, actually making another sentry now,
yeah,
I don't see going into charge.
I mean,
yeah.
But with Blink
I
Stalkers...
could see DTs. I couldn't really see Blink Stalkers on this map, because you don't have the surface area here outside the bases to blink in like you do on some other maps.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't really have a robo to try and take advantage of that high ground either right here up front of the natural. Because what you can do is run right up here into the natural, then turn and blink up into the main.
Mm-hmm.
That's really your best spot on this map if you're going to try something like that. Of course, you can just use Blink Micro and get through it.
I'm very interested
hallucination.
in seeing how this build is going to transition out, because he's getting hallucination now. He's chrono boosting it, actually.
Yeah, we don't have charge or blink on the way, so I wouldn't doubt seeing
armor.
a Dark Shrine, but he might just...
No, there's no way. He's already made 2 sentries. I mean, if you're going to go for any kind of DTs, all you make is Zealots. You don't waste any of your gas on a Stalker or a sentry.
There goes Blink. Okay,
Yeah,
I was kind of wondering if that
fun.
Twilight was for a quick +2 or something like that, but yeah, we do see Blink here.
Yeah, and
Not
as
a
for
horrible
charge,
choice,
I don't
'cause
like... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Good Blink Micro can really save the day against really non-infestor armies.
Yeah, Blink is really useful against Zerg and Protoss. Terran, not so much, because they do a lot of damage.
You see third base is coming up now. That cannon placement is awesome, actually. That's going to cover the entire mineral line almost. Just probably this last patch over here won't actually get covered by the cannon. A couple of additional gateways coming up, so we're not going to see that 2-base all-in that we were used to last game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, Dark Shrine is coming up now.
I'm just gonna pressure with some of the DTs, see what kind of damage he can do, because he does have Hive, or I'm sorry, Lair. He does have Lair, so he has the ability to make Overseers.
Let's see if he does, though, because we don't have any on the map yet.
But if the DTs get in there and start killing some drones out, you know, you have to morph an Overseer. That takes a little bit of time. You know, he can get a bunch up.
Oh, we have Spore Crawlers coming up.
Crawler down.
Really
I don't
smart.
understand his thought process behind that, you know, other than, oh, I'm worried about DTs. But, you know, you really don't have a reason to make Spore Crawlers in PvZ. Other than a Warp Prism, but not a whole lot of people use Warp Prisms, and he has nothing to...
We all know SHiFT those after that last game.
Right. Well, with that Immortal push, that's really what you have to have an Immortal. You have to have a Warp Prism with the push. That was just a variation of Parting's Immortal push.
Yeah. A lot of roaches pushing out onto the map now.
He could definitely go kill this third. We do have 2 sentries down there guarding. If he goes over here and picks off this one pylon that are powering these 2 cannons, he can just slowly start picking at the side of that nexus. And he's definitely going to come over here and see...
Oh, 2 additional pylons going up, but you should have to cancel them if they get targeted.
Oh, I'm just going to take out the cannons.
Yeah, DTs are going to work on the roaches. Now he knows there are DTs in play.
All he has to do is morph an Overseer and...
Yeah, we do have one morphing in right now.
That's what I thought he was going to use Hallucination for, to confuse his opponent, to make him think that he has Robotech. So, like, if all the roaches saw the Colossus, you know, he's gonna like, okay, I'm gonna make a bunch more roaches or start making corruptors or something, when all he's gonna be using is blink stalkers and some force fields, I guess.
There's just not enough here to stop all these roaches, though.
He's gonna go into double immortal production, which is a really good idea. Just it's kind of late. If Oh, all these DTs are gonna get picked up. Don't
That's
let
a
'em get
lot
away.
of money lost.
Don't let them get away. I think one is gonna get. Both of them are gonna get away. Actually, rewarping in these cannons over here. I like the defense of SHiFT. You know, he knows that this third is possibly about to be under attack. He's keeping all of his units over there. Because that's where you gotta be, man. You gotta stay by your vulnerable spots. One little Archon over here at the ramp.
I can do some nice flash damage.
And turn those two DTs into an Archon, since they're probably not going to do any damage other than run up to the roaches and die. It's just a good idea to turn him into an Archon, so he's actually going to do something.
Yeah, Zerg is kind of forced back. There's just not enough up here yet. We have some more roaches working their way.
No, yeah.
Oh, and we have a lot of roaches moving into the natural now, but they are forced back by those two immortals. As the push goes on here at the third, just picking off all the stalkers almost.
Nice.
A lot of sentry energy getting used. There is a little gap right there, though.
Pull that sentry back.
And immortals are amazing against roaches right here. As you can see, that's pretty much all he has defending this now. There's only 2 more force fields left.
And it has
He's gonna lose both these sentries.
That immortal has +2 attack. It does.
And roaches are still doing damage here in the main base, though.
Oh, the main base is under attack. He's
Actually,
running up into the main. He's going to see the double robos, get a nice little scout off. Let's see, does he see the Stargate? No, he did not see the Stargate.
even more roaches pushing across the map now.
Just streaming in. He's just... I believe this is the point where you try and distract your opponent and just keep sending units at him, because these roaches are going to...
Yeah, everything's pulling back up to the main as the roaches pull into the third, pick off that cannon.
And if, at this point...
Oh, just the 2 immortals coming back, though. That's not great. Those roaches can get in on those.
If you snipe this third nexus, you know, you have a very good lead. And these roaches up here in the main are just killing probes, picking off stalkers. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Down to 41 probes right now for a Protoss player. Oh, and a nice burrow. As we don't have any observers out on the field. And no more cannons right there, so... There's nothing he can really do. Those roaches can just regain a little bit of HP, pop up, and... Yeah. He needs to bring all those roaches over and try and focus the immortals if he's going to try and take them on. And DT did clean up the roaches in the main base.
Oh, these roaches take so much damage from these 2 immortals, man.
He needs to... Oh, nice. 3 roaches come in the side. Going to take out the first immortal. Second one falls as well. Trying to use a little bit of that blink micro to throw it down. We do have 2 more immortals on the way, but they're only about a third of the way done right now. He needs to step these roaches up so they can all start hitting the stalkers.
We're not actually attacking. And that's when it gets scary, when you just have a big clump of roaches running towards you and just shooting everything and just, oh no, I don't know where the Overseer is. He keeps splitting this
Overseer should be in the main. Oh, the Overseer's just a few little spots
he keeps
away.
splitting it away from the units. He doesn't actually have it like following the units.
They should really go and pick off this pylon powering these gateways.
One little zealot at the the third of the Zerg. And it just looks like he has done... Oh no, these 2 immortals coming out here with the zealot accompanying him. I might actually drive these roaches away.
Yeah, he needs to step those roaches back and rejoin them with these here at the third. If he wants to try and take out those immortals.
I think these mortals can take on these roaches, possibly.
Not... Just not quite. And we actually don't have either player producing anything right now. Jetricxz would do well if he had the larva. Yeah, he only has 3 larvae right now, missing some injects there and just throwing so much at his opponent, but 33 roaches are still out on the map for him. The third is gone. All these roaches pushing up into the natural right now, because we only have 1 immortal that's so hurt.
I'm going to throw some stats at you, bro. The Zerg has 55 drones against the Protost's 33 probes, and the only... Oh, there it goes. SHiFT. The only attacking unit he had was an immortal and about to have an Archon. So there was really... His economy was just stunted so badly that he just can't keep up the constant pressure that the Zerg sends at you.